Hi, it's Tanya with Red Cardinal Crafts, and today I'm just going to do an update of my craft area. I've just done a clean sweep of my house. I've gone through every room and done a big tidy and clean. I just wanted it done for summer. My kids are off school next week on the 28th, and I just wanted everything to be done and I didn't have to stress out about the house, and we can just sit back and enjoy summer. So that's what I've been doing lately, and so this is my still my scrapbooks and my books. My ribbon rack is now changed. I moved it back to here along with my inks and my stickles. So it's hanging on this plant thing because I don't have the space down at the end anymore, and I'll show you that in a minute. And I still have my very expensive handmade spinny clip it up thing. I did a video about that. Yeah, that was a disaster. But anyway, that's fine. And then here's my book. It's now in its frame, hanging on the wall. And thank you to everyone that sent in notes to me and saying congratulations. And to those of you that bought one, thank you so much. That's incredible. And I really appreciate it. And thank you for all your support with that. My computer area is, it never gets too messy. Back in this area I've got just some photos. We've got a little keyboard and guitar. I've got some presents on there that I have to send out to people. I got to get that in the mail. And then over here is my kids' craft area, and we just tidied this up a little bit. I mean, they had stuff underneath the little shelf thing, and stuff was just everywhere. So we just tidied up the bins, and I labeled some of them. They just have their like beads and Play-Doh and just all little craft kits and stuff. So we have it sorted out a little better. And this I want to show you. We call it our friendship box, and it's a box that like envelopes and a couple stamps and some letterheads, paper came in it, and my niece and my daughters have been sending this back and forth to each other for 5 years. They started doing this in 2007 when we moved from Canada down to Florida, and it's so cute. They started doing this recently. It's little journals, and they write back and forth. My daughters each have a journal, and then my niece will write in them. And they send this to each other, and they might put earrings in it. They might give each other stickers or just notes or whatever, and they've kept it up all these years, and I think it's adorable. And I hope they continue that, even when they're older, and they'll mail it to each other wherever they live in the world. I think it's a really cute idea, and I hope they keep it up. And then down here is just a crate with some oversized stuff, like an easel and some craft kits and their scrapbook paper. And then on here, it's just one of those little utensil caddies. This is from Pampered Chef, and they just keep their crayons and colored pencils. And yes, I went through and color coordinated all the crayons. That just has to be done, and broken crayons are not allowed to live here, so we get rid of those. Broken crayons, it just makes me crazy. And here is my Expedit, and I have an addition to my Expedit, which is this tower over here. There was a lady on the island selling it for 50 bucks, and I was very happy to take it off her hands. It's $59 in the States and $69 in Canada, so for 50 bucks, and I didn't have to worry about trying to ship it here, I was absolutely thrilled. And it's just holding the extra stuff that I had no space for on my shelf. It was over here on the floor. It was in that corner, stacked. I had it under my desk. I couldn't push my chair in anymore. It was just getting out of control. So now this corner, I have less space, obviously, and that's why my ribbon rack is gone, because my easels now, it would have been in the way. And the Jack and Jill pictures are really cute. My mom made those back in the 70s. So my easel, I've got my tripod easel. It's got like the drawer and the 3 legs, and you've got the easel on top. And then this tall one is an easel that I got at IKEA years ago. I've had that forever. I think I paid $19.99, and it's great. And then I have my tripods back here for the camera, and I bought this the other day at the Burn, just secondhand store. Just one of those wipe on, wipe off calendar things. And then there is my other tripod. So that stuff's back in there. And now this is just my embroidery and my yarn and my fabric and my paints and just miscellaneous stuff in there. And most of my shelves have changed, have stayed the same. I've changed a couple of them. This is my sketch stuff. I have a little on-the-go sketch caddy now. This is, I had this for scrapbooking, and now I just have sketch pencils and a little sketch kit and colored pencils and sketchbooks, and my other pencils over here, and erasers and stuff. So I like that because it's just all in one spot, and if I want to go sit out on the lawn chair and I want to sketch, it's all in one thing. Tim Holtz is up there now, and I've got my cards and envelopes, and I can tell my daughter's been in there because it's crooked. There we go. She was making a Father's Day card last weekend. My tools, my embellishments, my Copics have a new home. They're down in here, and I've got my magnifying glass. These are awesome because I do some fine little details in some of my drawings. And then this is all my floss and letters. I've got stamps and inks and paints and string and felt, and my phone is whistling over there. And then I've got my journals and things. And so that is my desk area. So I love the fact that there's nothing on the floor back there, and my space just feels clean. So yeah, so that is my craft space. Now, what I want to talk about is scrapbooking guilt. I know I can't possibly scrapbook every single photo. I can't capture every single event, and I went into a panic the other day because my daughter turned 12 on Wednesday, and I woke up and went, oh my god, I haven't done her baby album yet. I need to get caught up on Christmas. And then it snowballed from there, and I went into this whole panic thing, and I actually got up at 2 a.m. and scrapbooked 3 pages because I somehow thought that was going to help my situation. So I have this journal. I believe my niece actually gave that to one of my daughters. So thank you. I'm using it. I took it from my daughter. Anyway, so what I did was I wrote down scrapbook projects, and I'm getting it out of my head and onto paper, and I just have to write it down because if not, my head is just going to explode because I can't keep track of everything. So I have school and what I want to do for each of them, and I have to do grade 4, 5, and 6 for one of them, and grade 1, 2, and 3 for the other one to get caught up. Christmas, I need to do 2008, 9, 10, 11. So just stuff like that. I had to write it down. Trips we've done, living in Florida, living in Bermuda. They're growth charts. That's not a scrapbook, but it's a really cute idea of how to do a child's growth chart, and we move a lot, so you're able to take it with you. It's really cute. I'll show you that on another video. And then kids activities, and then I've left a space to write in some more scrapbook ideas because, you know, clearly that's not enough scrapbooks to do. And then over here is their activity books, and this is what I'm working on now, is their activity things, and it's only because I have their stuff. Now this is one of those folders that I have, and this is one of my daughter's activities. So I have all the stuff that's from Taekwondo. I have some Taekwondo papers, like embellishments and stuff, and I have all the little things from her activities, papers that I wanted to use, flyers, all the stuff that I kept from those activities. So I keep it all in these folders. And so I have a rough idea what I want to do with these albums. And then what I've done is I've gone, okay, swimming lessons with my other daughter. I swear we took swimming lessons, and I can't find pictures to prove it, but maybe I dreamt it. So I swear we did a mummy and baby swim class at some point. So, and I know there's got to be a picture around somewhere. But considering I was in the pool with her, where would the camera have been? So maybe I dreamt it. I swear we did it. So when I do find a picture or find a way of scrapbooking it, it might just be a little bit of journaling, and I do a couple, you know, pictures of her in a bathing suit. I don't know. Then I have ballet, and I know there's 3 different layouts that I want to do for that, for her ballet. And then soccer, she did soccer, and I know there's 2 pages that I want to do for that. So I'm breaking it down that way. Then what I'm doing is I'm going through my CDs and I'm finding the photos, and I'm putting them onto my computer and putting them into a file, and then I'm going to take them up to Halifax and print off the photos that I want for these particular layouts. So I'm actually working without photos, which is a lot of times how I have to do my scrapbooking, because I don't have the luxury of printing my photos off while we're living here. So this is that swimming page, so I've left that blank, and I've just done a little swimming in Fredericton. That's where we lived. Then I have the soccer page. I just put some soccer paper in there for now, and I know that these are going to be soccer pages. This is the page that I did the other day at 2 in the morning. My letter I is coming off. I gotta glue that down again. But Tiny Dancer, I did my journaling. I know the 2 photos that I want to print off, so I've got those ready to go. But that's a little page that I did the other day. And then this one, she used to get a sticker at the end of class, and they drew a picture one time in class. Why they weren't dancing, I don't know. But anyway, when they're 4, they don't do a lot of dancing. And I've got a class photo of them, so that's going to go in there. And then this was her recital that they did. They were Webkins at the zoo. She was a little cat. That's the program. That's our tickets. And then this was the day of the thing, and that was her photo. She was a cat, and we gave her a little Webkins cat. And they were on stage in the little zoo thing, so I thought that was really cute. So I tried to make the page look like a circus tent kind of thing. So that's that, and then there's a page where they drew what they thought their next costume was going to look like, and I have her lessons that I have to do. That's the program from the next show and the tickets. And this was her and her friend outside the house, and she was jumping, and so that was them getting ready to go to their to get the photos done for their recital. So that stuff is all, and then what I've done inside here is I've stuck the extra programs. I just keep them down inside the page because what else am I going to do with them? And I figure someday if she's looking through this, she's like, oh, Mom, did you ever have an extra program? I want to keep that, blah, 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 because I'm a famous dancer. I've got that in behind there, so she can always take one. So that's that. And then my other daughter, she did swimming lessons, and I have the pictures to prove it. So that was her swimming page. She did ballet. There's a page that I have to do of her lessons. And then she did, oh, hang on. Then there was her recital that I have to get the photos from. And then she did soccer. I've got the photos for that. She did art classes when we moved to Florida. Then she did soccer again when we lived there. And then she got into Taekwondo, and I have her invitation postcard that they sent her, and I have space for the picture. And then this is how I've done her belts. So this is when she got her orange belt. So I did the page kind of all orange, and that's when she was getting her orange belt. And then she went to yellow, and she was leaving her orange belt going into yellow. And sorry, it's hard to see. And then her certificate. And unfortunately, there's her camo belt. And I'm doing her green belt, and then she did purple and 2 blues and a brown. And unfortunately, we moved here and she never did finish her red and her black. So here's her belts, and I'm going to do this. I'm doing a photo of each of her and each of her belts. And unfortunately, she never did get her red belt and her black belt, and it drives me crazy that she does not want to continue. But anyway, so I'll do some sort of journaling for those ones. And then I did little star buttons of all the colors, and I just tied a piece of floss in each of the buttons. So there's all the belts done as buttons. And then what I did was I found out what the belts mean and did the definition of each of them next to the thing, and then just wrote the word in that color. So that's my the page for that. So that's how I do their activity albums. And so I'm trying to get those done, and I can see the end of that journey. I can see myself actually completing those soon. And then the next one I think I'll tackle is Christmas, because I have all the photos printed off for that, and just a matter of getting that done. But I have the past 4 years from 2008 to last year to get caught up on, but that's okay. And then as for Halloween, I have my little album up there that I've showed you before, so that's just a matter of printing off photos. And so I'm trying to slowly get these scrapbooks put together, but I just get overwhelmed. I know I can't possibly scrapbook everything. I can't capture every event. And then what happens is, like today, I'm going to my kids' school party, so there's another event. Like, I should just not take the camera, because that's when I get into trouble. I take a whole bunch of pictures and think, oh, that'd be cute for a scrapbook, and then I just can't possibly get it done. Okay, now I'm rambling, and it's getting to be a long video. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to do something, but I will show you my scrapbooks as I get these done, and I'm actually going to be doing another easel card. I have to do it for a friend of a friend, and I'm going to work on that possibly tomorrow. So I will do a video of that and do a new easel card. So stay tuned. Okay, thanks for watching and listening to me. Okay, bye.